Hello everyone, today we're gonna watch 14 hours of Mamoru Hosoda films.
14 hours, starting with Digimon and ending with Belle.
Yeah.
So, really a bit of a sandwich. Where the top piece is delicious Digimon and the bottom piece is shit Belle. And in between we have, you know, Spooky Kitaro, the roller coaster ride.
Ghost Train,
and the One Piece movie. And then also, you know, like 12 other hours of shit. So.
Yeah. So before this, I had seen Digimon Our War Game. I hadn't seen Digimon Adventure or whatever the fuck the first one is.
The Parrot.
The Parrot. Exactly. And I had seen Girl Up Through Time, and I'd seen Wolf Children, and I'd seen Belle. And I didn't... Well, the Digimon one was okay, but I didn't like the other ones at all, and Belle's like my least favorite fucking piece of media ever created.
And I had seen both Digimon movies, the One Piece movie, and Belle. And I think that's it. So,
yeah.
So how many videos exactly did we get this year as a submission? Like,
shut the fuck up. So we just watched Digimon Adventure, and it's pretty good. I kind of liked it. It was kind of like E.T., but with Koromon.
It was like E.T. in 20 minutes, but it felt like the E.T. length.
Yeah, it did feel weirdly long. And I mean, I don't even think that's a bad thing. I like the way he gives space. Like, it feels like a very chill, like, almost like, I don't know, he draws things out, but here it somehow works. And remembering Belle, there's a lot of sequences where he draws things out, and it doesn't work.
The thing I'm excited for most now is just seeing the similarities between every single Mamoru Hosoda piece of art.
Yeah, because he reuses shit.
I assume this won't have girders and big empty space, although the last movie didn't either, so I'm curious to see. I guess the Digimon movie is the beginning of it all.
Yeah, the Ground Zero. Yeah, we're watching Spooky Kitaro Ghost Train, which is really fucking hard to find. I had to search a lot for this, and it doesn't have subtitles. So...
And then it's back to Digimon.
What'd you think of Spooky Kitaro's Ghost Train?
It's good. I didn't understand a word they said.
I know, they were talking in some weird fucking made-up language. I think the plot of that one was that this redhead kid got 0 on this like kind of actually hard multiplication test.
Yeah, like what's 31 times 75 4-year-old go?
Yeah, and so then he got a 0, and then he begged the gods to let him like do better, and then they decided to go through everything he's done wrong in the past and say fuck you and like abuse him and berate him, and then at the end he still got a 0 on the test. So I don't know what the fuck.
They wrote on his face and they made him take a roller coaster ride.
Yeah, they made him take a scary roller coaster ride into a giant humanoid turtle's mouth.
Digimon.
That fucking bird that I hate. So we watched Our War Game, and it was pretty good. We watched it not too long ago, and it holds up. It's good. I like it.
Now it's time for the last Digimon thing he ever laid his hands on.
Yeah, the Digimon 3D Grand Prix. Unfortunately, we actually could have watched this in 3D because this is a 3D projector, but I'm not gonna fucking mess around with that. We're gonna watch it in 2D. Apologies, Mamoru Hosoda.
I thought it was 3D as in like how Gege no Kitaro was 3D as in animated.
Yeah, but it's also there was a 3D torrent available for it. As in like physical, like Spy Kids 3D. Game over.
Okay.
Now you're talking about shit Hosoda should make. Why didn't you make shit like that? Why did you make bullshit like Belle? What's wrong with you?
Why didn't you just stick to making Digimon movies?
That's true. It's fair. Well, he did. He just changed the title and character names and anything that made them good. What's interesting about Our War Game, all the internet stuff comes off way less narcissistic than Belle. Like, it feels like it's actually about people around the world and like this group of people, rather than just like, notice me because I'm sad.
Yeah. Notice me because I'm sad is a very funny thought.
Let's go. I'm gonna put the bones in the thing there.
I have to piss before this.
Agumon be shitting.
Agumon shitting for an entire, like, 2 minutes, which is like fucking 30% of that.
Yeah, I don't know what they were cooking with that one. Do you still want them to keep making Digimon movies after that?
Maybe not rides.
Maybe not rides.
Maybe not rides. Now we're watching Louis Vuitton.
Yeah, Louis Vuitton Superflat Monogram.
The joy is already going.
Louis bags.
Yay.
Wait, no, I had an idea.
Yeah.
I forgot. Well, it's fucking stupid. And also the first instance of Mamoru Hosoda fucking using the same shit again. Like, it's literally the fucking place where they fight in our war game. It's just there. And then she goes through like 5 different, basically identical variations of it. And we know that it's in Belle too. So
we got big, sprawling, funny little like lines in a big circular plane.
Yeah, a big sphere.
With little like junk all around. That's the Mamoru Hosoda way. I would have said girders, but this time it was like a line of flowers in girder shape.
Yeah,
so.
in girder form. So
he also uses it in the One Piece movie that's coming up next.
Thank God.
But the circular area I don't think is there. So I don't remember.
It's so funny how like Digimon Adventure's first thing doesn't seem to... I didn't notice anything that really carried over into his other stuff, but already from our war game, we have the fucking computers and like people texting and sending messages around the world on computers, and then the sphere, and then people reacting to computers, and that already showed up in the fucking Superflat Monogram, and it's gonna show up more.
Yep. At least there's no computers in One Piece.
Thank God.
Thank
Kill computers.
God. Just Flowey from...
Well, look at what's next after this. Oh, a girl who left through time. I think that might be the turning point.
Ugh.
Well, Max, what did you think of the single piece and the Baron Omatsuri Secret Island?
It's pretty good the first half, and then I fell asleep almost during the second half, and I kept thinking about when the girl was yelling to the Straw Hat guy. I just kept thinking she was saying, fuck, I don't remember, but I just kept thinking she was saying the same thing over and over and over again. My mind was warped.
Yeah, no, it's, this, I mean, to be honest, most One Piece movies are like that, where the first half is awesome and the second half it gets kind of plotty. But yeah, I mean, like, it works. I was fine with it. At first, I remember, it does not feel like the other One Piece movies, because the other One Piece movies
are fun,
have joy, and care. It's something about the banter in this feels like more simplistic. I don't know how to describe it. It's like you know, it's got Hosoda's trademark fucking bullshit, childish fucking overdrawn BS. But once you get past that, because like that's why I couldn't make it past the first 5 minutes of this movie the first time I tried to watch it, and now watching the whole thing, I'm like, okay, I can see it a little bit. It's fine. It's fine. It's my second favorite Mamoru Hosoda so far, behind Digimon Adventure original, because that was 20 minutes and this was a lot fucking longer.
And Belle's gonna be the best one.
Belle's gonna be the best one. Next is Girl Who Left Through Time. Well, we're back a long time later. We finished the Girl Who Left Through Time.
We slept.
We slept. Actually, we did have a nap. We had a nap in between, which was much needed. And honestly, Girl Who Left Through Time, we both had some quick words exchanged after the film. It was better than we expected. It's better than I remember it being by a long shot.
It's now it actually sits at the top of my Mamoru Hosoda movies.
This fucking guy.
It's above the One Piece movie, so that's
a high bar.
That's a high bar.
For me, it's at the bottom because I still find his. This is the first movie where I find his dialogue really fucking insufferable, and there's this shit. There's like bullshit in it. But like in the first half of this movie, I was like, this is one of the worst fucking things ever. Like there's like 1 star locked in. Then then the movie actually starts to critique the fucking main character and starts to involve other people and shit, and it becomes a lot better. I think to contrast with Belle, I think giving the orange-haired man, like actual purpose and meaning, and so at least one other character in the movie has purpose and meaning beyond the main character, like and beyond just their relation to the main character. Yep. I think helps a lot, and I think movies should try and do that.
I also think her just telling the girl that went out with the orange-haired man when she fucked up, said going, hey, actually, fuck you.
Yeah.
While that's like not a cool thing for a person to do, it was like a responsible thing, weirdly, and it also just worked.
Yeah,
no. Just like, oh, Okay, sure, Mamoru Hosoda, good job.
Yeah, and a character actually having like a realistic ass reaction to like a real scenario is like that's rare. So I feel like I noticed in the opening credits the screenplay was not by him, and I think that he probably edited like the first half and then gave up to go and fucking jack off to Shotacon pornography, and then it was like, okay, well fuck it, you can just write the second half, and then it actually was better.
Mamoru Hosoda is 4 for 4 right now.
He is 4 for 4 actually. I've enjoyed all 4 of the movies that he has made thus far. And then there's the shorts, which I don't like, and I think if I had to pick the worst out of all the we've seen so far, I thought it was the Louis Vuitton ad, which is just fucking like, why the fuck did you make that? What's wrong with you?
For me, it was the Kitaro one, but the Louis Vuitton is just above that.
Kitaro one is an unfair disadvantage because we didn't know what was happening. I feel like I had a sense there was a story. The Vuitton one is just look at these Murakami things, which are like mid Murakami things at best, and then welcome to Digimon World, and we're in front of a Louis Vuitton.
Oh, even also Digimon World did make an appearance.
Yes, I was thinking back to Girl Left the Charm, and I was like, well, how the fuck does this connect to his fucking thing that he insists on doing in every film? And it's like, oh yeah, when she lives through time, she goes to the fucking digital world with the fucking things wrapping around, and it's in the sphere, the host of the sphere. He needs the host of the sphere in every film.
Oh.
But yeah, honestly, yeah, that was pretty good. Next up, I don't fucking know what's next, actually. I'm going to have to check.
I think it's Boy and the Beast.
I thought Boy and the Beast is after Wolf Children, though. Might be Wolf Children. Ooh. Summer Wars was good, and I didn't expect that because it opens the same way Belle does. Like, the same. It opens with the same shots that Belle does, except in the Louis Vuitton world.
Yeah, like, it is shot for shot the Belle opening, just in a slightly tweaked version of you. Yeah,
and it was really scary because it's like, oh, you just did the virtual world thing again, except for, like, people aren't... They don't scan their brains, but they're basically, it's just them, and the thing controls the world and stuff.
Although maybe 10% of that movie took place in the virtual world.
That's true. I think it's for the best. And like, so that's what I was thinking, like, it's like literally like the anti-Belle in some ways, because there is no main character. It is just this family of all these people, and they all kind of have equal importance, and like the main romance is not treated obnoxiously. And the old person gets to talk a lot, and it's fucking cool, and they play cards.
And then they die. Hanafuda is like a big point. And and there's like, it's also just like weirdly like the Digimon movie. I think this is probably the one that's gonna have the most like parts in every other movie.
Yeah, no, because like, I mean, like, I don't know what the fuck Mamoru Hosoda's obsession with our war game is. He was like, I need to remake our war game in everything I fucking do for the rest of my life. Because, yeah, like, that was like a fucking remake of our war game. Belle has segments that are literally just a remake of our war game. For the fucking Louis Vuitton ad was like a remake of the parts from our war game. Why the fuck? What is Bro's Digimon obsession?
If he somehow turns Wolf Children into our war game, I'm just gonna lose my mind.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But yeah, Summer Wars is good. That's my favorite so far now.
It has just progressively gotten better and better for me. That is also my favorite.
Yeah. Also, I retract my statement from last time saying that Little Left Hand was my least favorite. That was actually better than all the other ones. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. It was actually really good. It was because the first half, the dialogue for that one is just like really obnoxious, and I didn't know whether or not it was going to commentate on the fact that the main character was being an asshole, or I thought you were supposed to be like, oh, she's being cool. But no, she's not, and the movie knows that, and so yeah, good on Girl Left Time, but Summer Wars is better.
And then he just got like hit in the head by a baseball somewhere in his like 50s and made Belle, so we're good.
Well, I don't know how Bro made Belle. This is now the journey to find out how Belle happened. Maybe Wolf Children will tell us. Maybe Wolf Children will be fucking stupid. Who knows? I don't remember too much of it. It could be fucking stupid. Mr. President, Mamoru Hosoda 5 stars at the tower.
Not quite, no. Mr. President, Mamoru Hosoda. I don't know if it's second or third best, but it's right around there.
Oh my god, for me it's like far and away the best. Fucking, I loved that movie.
I'm arguing with it being the best, but I'm just like, is it recency bias? Because I keep saying that for the newest movie every time.
It's true, but like this one is like my shit. Like this is like, he uses...
And you hated it.
I didn't remember hating it. I just remember being like, it was okay. Like when I saw it, like, and then I retroactively was like, oh, I must have hated it because Belle's such a fucking piece of shit. But no, it's peak. It's always been peak. I regret doubting it.
It's just, it's like if you took that moment in 3.0 plus 1.0 and just made it the movie.
Yes, and that's so peak. Like, because he fucking uses this furry fucking gimmick bullshit to turn to like a fucking meditation on parenting, on self fucking finding yourself, on farming. Like this is important shit, and he fucking pulls it off, and it's so fucking sweet, and it's like.
Oh wait, am I recording? Yes.
Okay, good, because I'm giving gold here. Just like Mamoru Hosoda was with fucking wolf children.
It's crazy. It's another. I think I literally am giving it 4.5 stars.
Yeah, no, it's really, really good. Like, it's just beautiful, like from beginning to finish. And like that's the thing, like you said, like nothing bad happens. It's just life. It's just fucking life happening to these wolf children.
Like, okay, like one bad thing happens, but it's at the beginning of the movie. It's dealt with in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's done.
Yeah.
Like there's no like.
Well, and I guess like her scratching the ear was kind of like that's like a bad thing. But, like it's just like conflict. It's like natural conflict.
There's no conflict that requires a resolution.
Yeah, exactly. Besides their own internal emotional beings.
It's fucking crazy.
It's so good.
When does it fall? When does it stop?
When does I could see Boy and the Beast not hitting, but that's the thing. I keep saying that. I was like, well, you know what? Girl Up Through Time is where he falls off. We all know this. And then fucking Star Wars is like, oh yeah, this bro is washed after this, but he just keeps hitting. I had a part I think on my letterbox where I was like bottom 3 directors, and then Mamoru Hosoda was number 1. I have to remove that after this. I can't be like, oh, bottom 3 director. By the way, 5-star fucking movie, one of my favorite movies ever now. What the fuck? Who rigged this? Who replaced Mamoru Hosoda's filmography on fucking August 11, 2024? Like, what the fuck?
There's 3 movies left, and one of them is awful.
What if we watch Belle and it's just like, oh, it's actually peak. Like, it's actually Kino.
I've seen it twice and I've hated it both times.
I know, I've seen it like 4 times and I've hated it all the time, but maybe we needed the context. Maybe we need to know the origin story of the girder room sphere.
It might just be that he has one really, 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 really bad movie.
Yeah.
And then you not remembering the girl who leapt through time properly, and then realizing that Digimon in One Piece, like it's not a great One Piece movie.
Yes, but the thing is, it's like if it was just all the same characters, but like a different universe or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, it's fine. Like, it's a fine movie. Matsuri is fine, and the Digimon movies are fine Digimon movies. Like they're solid. Yeah, they're solid Digimon movies, and so it's like, yeah, I think bro just managed to be misunderstood by me. I think Girl Love Through Time. I was talking about this with Laura, who is like the friend who likes that movie, and I originally didn't like that movie. I think because the dialogue is cringy. It's fucking cringy. Yeah, but like, if you get over that, it's fine. And then also the time travel stuff opens up a lot of like, but wait, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, just throughout the whole fucking movie. But if you can just get past that, it's fine. It's actually like a solid. It's got a nice little emotional arc. All the characters have nice little moments.
He's had 2 movies so far where the dialogue was Mamoru Hosoda-esque, and then the rest of them I kind of was okay with.
Well, like,
it was The Girl Who Leapt Through Time, and then immediately after Summer Wars, I hated the dialogue in too. Just parts, like it had like that same like feeling.
Like I feel like at Summer Wars I was just kind of like already acclimated to it, so I didn't even register.
I was fine with it. But I noticed like he's like, of course I like it. I'm like, what?
But like, how the fuck? Okay, Girl Up Through Time. But even then, Girl Up Through Time, the characters fucking have life in them, and then fucking Summer Wars and Wolf Children are 2 of the most like communal movies. Like, they're both movies. Okay, I guess Wolf Children like obviously has like the mom as like kind of like the basis, but then everyone has these like moments, and it's all about these people.
Also, the mother never didn't become the main character. It was always about. I guess maybe it was about the 3.
Yeah.
The one problem I had with Wolf Children mainly, which isn't even really a problem, it's just like a nitpick.
Yeah.
I wish the old man had more of a part in it later on.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Because they built up this old man and then he just...
Yeah, and he was spitting some facts, but
Even if he just found her laying on like the fucking asphalt after the guy brought her out of the woods, that would have been like a nice...
Oh, that's true. That would have been nice. That would have been nice. Mamoru Hosoda, you gotta hire us on as writers. You know, we could fix your career after... Like, Belle is his most popular movie, too. Like, that movie made the most money of all of his movies, and it's like...
Why?
Why? You had bangers. You had bangers. You didn't need this. You didn't need this.
And we don't know anything about the second newest movie.
Mariah, no, I don't know anything. I see the poster with the two people holding hands in the clouds, and it was nominated for an Academy Award. It's the only Academy Award nomination.
Okay.
So
maybe it's awesome.
Yeah, I don't know. I could see it being awesome now. I think Mamoru Hosoda might actually be like in my like upper echelon of fucking anime directors now, and I'm like, what the fuck?
The only thing is that like, I can see him having two awful movies because I don't know about Mirai, so I couldn't speak on it. The idea of Boy and the Beast scares me.
Yeah, I know, and the stuff I've seen from the Hercules AMV, I'm just like, I can see this being fucking stupid. Like, I just like I was thinking, I like the more emotional kind of stuff.
Maybe he used all of the fighting. Maybe the rest of it's just buddies living in a community. Actually, from what we've seen, it could easily just be buddies living in a community in the mountains.
Yeah, no, that's true. with Bear Man and Little Boy.
He has two movies: Community in the Mountains.
Yeah.
And Digital Gremlin World. And one of them is both.
That's true, yeah. Summer Wars might be the ultimate Hosoda. That's the, also, there's not a single Hosoda. Okay, I mean, most old people is kind of a Hosoda-ism. Like, wise old people, that kind of shows up. Not so much in his early stuff. I just thought of, like, Girl Up Through Time, fucking Summer Wars a lot, Belle, that shows
Who was the what, like the aunt in Girl Left Through Time? She was only like 40.
I guess so. I guess actually, I guess there's no one really old in that. I was just thinking that's mainly than just Belle and Summer Wars.
Yeah.
They're kind of like...
Yeah.
And even then in Belle, they're not like old, they're just like middle-aged, but like that's still gross. That's still gross to be that.
I think Summer Wars is like a turning point for me in the way that I'm just shocked by how good, like, because the other two I was like, it might actually be my number one, just because the other two I was like, these are really good, that's weird. And this one shocked me by how good it was, because I was expecting hot fucking garbage.
Yeah, well no, and that's the thing, like, remembering stuff in the past, a lot of the stuff, like, the fucking boy's wolf realization and stuff, and like all that stuff, it just struck me as like kind of like
bad.
Yeah, well, you can see like how in the memory that could feel like edginess, you know, just like and even like what the guy's saying, like, I'm gonna be a lone wolf and a boxer, and like, but like they make fun of that too, and the way they capture how kids think, like the movie feels very authentically like how kids be like that.
Yep, and they just had to live in that school forever. That was never resolved.
Okay, I mean, I think she eventually picked her up.
Yeah.
She eventually picked her up, but yeah, that's really.
Oh wait, never mind. We did get a resolution to that.
Yeah, because she goes to the boarding school. Yeah.
I'm lost.
I'm lost. No, like that's the thing. Like we started. It reminds me. There's this thing where Vincent Gallo said if he ever wrote an autobiography, it'd be called "Looking for Enemies and Finding Friends." That's what this was. We were looking for enemies, and instead we just found some friends.
I think the only of the 14 hours of Mamoru Hosoda, because we're doing the next 3 tomorrow.
Yes, we're doing the next 3
behind the scenes.
Yeah, that's why we're here now, because my dad sleeps in the basement, which right next to the projector, and we wanted to give him some sleep time.
And I feel like tomorrow is, if I hate 2 hours of the 14 hours of Mamoru Hosoda, I'm gonna call that a lot better than I thought.
That's a W. Well, yeah, and like, the only things that actually were up to my expectations were basically not even all 3 of the shorts, because like the train one was just kind of like weird, and like we just couldn't understand language. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
The Digimon one was just fucking stupid and funny.
Yeah.
It really, the Louis Vuitton one was the only one where I'm just like, you fucking prick. You fucking prick.
And it's not even bad, it's just you prick because it's everything he does every time.
Yeah, it's everything he does, and like it's just nothing. It's just, like, I mean, it's a fucking ad, and it's not even like,
it's not even an effective ad.
Yeah, it's not even an effective ad. It's just Mamoru hosted a demo tech reel, and we already did the same thing before in our war game. So I don't fucking know.
And yeah, he watched our war game, or he made our war game. He watched war games.
He watched war games and made our war game. Oh yeah, he had 2 fucking pitches for that movie. I was reading, and that was the second one. Shit, I forgot. Oh wait, do you have internet?
Yeah.
Okay, look up the Our War Game wiki page, because I remember he had 2 pitches, and the other one was like, that'd be fucking weird. Oh, a road movie inspired by Midnight Run, in which Kamiya and an original character travel to Okinawa. And that's kind of interesting because Hurricane Touchdown's like a road movie, like them going across America and stuff. So I wonder if they kind of worked some of that in.
Used it.
Yeah.
What if Mamoru Hosoda made the hurricane touchdown? Then we wouldn't have anything to stand on.
It's true.
That's like the best Digimon.
It's so fucking cool. I was rewatching bits the other day and it's just so fucking cool. Yeah, but yeah, my apologies for Mamoru Hosoda so far. So far you haven't missed beyond the Louis Vuitton collab.
You can hit back to back horrible things, and then even then you're still a better director than I thought you were going into it.
100%. Like the fact that I fucking enjoyed the One Piece movie for the most part. Like in the second one was great.
The last like 35% of it is boring, but
yeah, and that's like basically every One Piece movie too.
Yeah.
Like I mean, I don't know, for a lot of those, like even Strong World, which I fucking love so much.
Even for me though, I love like the other One Piece movies because like at the end it's just, you know, funny, here's the action, but this is just like, I don't want to say darker, but like slower and less,
more self-serious.
It takes itself way too seriously.
Yeah,
like the movies, Stretch Armstrong, have fun with it.
Yeah, no, definitely, and like and some people, it just doesn't modulate enough. Like it just kind of strikes this one thing and just keeps being like, yo, your friends, they don't give a fuck. My friends are dead. It fucking sucks. And it's just like, okay, or goat washed.
Boy and the Beast. Not very good.
No, like we were talking. The first half hour is kind of like annoying and boring.
And then there's like 50 minutes of good.
I'd say, yeah.
Like I think I enjoyed it more at least, but and then it just ran.
And then just keeps going. Oh, there's the part where this new villain's introduced near the end. To not get into Boy and the Beast spoilers for any of you that want to check it out.
We say near the end, but he has like 45 minutes of running around Tokyo.
Oh god, it's so. And then okay, so when I was researching the past 3 Hosoda movies, he had a co-writer. I forget her name. But like, yeah, Girl Up Through Time, Summer Wars of Wolf Children, all had this same co-writer, and she stopped with this, and I think the big Hosoda-ism started to come out, where he starts building up all these fucking random-ass strands that don't connect to fucking anything and have no fucking basis, and also the characters that aren't the main guy are way more fucking simplistic. Like, if you think about the titular Beast, he's a really fucking one-note dude. He's just like, I'm a slob, but I'm endearing though.
And then he gets better, but like, cool, if he didn't get better, this wouldn't be much of a movie.
Yeah.
Bare minimum.
It's true. I just think about like how in Summer Wars, like all the other fucking ones, but like I think Summer Wars is a really like easy one to pick out, where like everyone, like again, there's no like fucking main character, but in this movie it's really like there is the boy is the fucking guy, like and all people are kind of tethered around the boy, and I think this is where the big Hosoda problems come out. There's still it's not Belle tier yet.
No, I still liked this. Like I would watch this again in a year and be happy with it, but
maybe we'd just turn it off at a certain point. But,
yeah,
yeah.
But I still am fine. Like I still don't know how he made Belle, because like this is still like a much more structured movie.
Yeah, I'm starting to see the.
Yeah, I can see it creeping up.
Maybe Mirai will be the missing link.
I'm still gonna say that I have high hopes for Mirai, not knowing anything about it, just because it's like he's got a hit once. I mean, he hit before.
Well, yeah, he hit, but yeah.
Like, maybe in 2015, he suffered a massive aneurysm. Or 2014, I guess, because just give him a year to make this movie.
Yeah. Well, I think that he was just like, well, I made 3 good movies. I can probably write them by myself now, not realizing that his collaborators.
The weirdest thing is that fucking Summer Wars is like. It's so similar to Belle, and then also the opposite in all the ways that Summer Wars is if you take Belle, and you take all the things that make it awful, and you reverse all the awful parts of Belle.
No, exactly.
Where it's like one character who could do no wrong is now actually the entire focus of the movie is on like this community and the growth of this one community together, and I'm like, oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's really awesome. And I mean, same with like even with Wolf Children, they're taking that to like the level of like a family. Yeah, it's still like is really communal. I mean, I guess they are involved in a community in that one too. Yeah, that's just fucking beautiful. And then this is the one where like also we never. I mean, it's about a community, but like everyone in the community is kind of like ill-defined. Like Monkey, wisecracking monkey and smart Moby man are the side characters, and then the ironically Lord of Decisive Lord guy who is just I am wise. Okay, also shout out to the sequence where they go to all the different villages and get the different.
Yeah, it was really good.
That was cool. I like that. I like that a lot, and that was during the good part of the movie. Yeah, that was about the time where I was like, oh man, this movie's really good, and then it doesn't sustain that. But
also, I'm just gonna say it. If spoilers, if the bad guy at the end of the movie just had like an itchy back and then got killed because of his itchy back, that would have been a really funny shout.
That would have been a full circle.
Because the guy, the telekinesis trainer.
Oh yeah, it doesn't help with the lower back. That would have been good. Yeah. Oh my back. That would have been fucking good. Yeah, but Hosoda couldn't. He couldn't. He would never.
That's not the beast.
Yeah, this is the beast.
And also, you can already start to see. Look at all the little fucking CG Hosodas back here.
All the little gooblers, all the little furries. Yeah, but yeah, overall, that's my least favorite so far, even including like One Piece and Digimon. Well, I'm not counting the short films because those are fucking bullshit.
This is for me. It's like maybe just below the One Piece movie. Like it's similar to the One Piece movie for me. I think it's just below it.
For me, the One Piece movie was funner for the points where it was fun. Yeah.
I think if this was the same length as the One Piece movie, I'd like it more.
It'd be easily better. I think so. Yeah.
But it just runs for 2 hours and it feels.
Yeah, but it's surprisingly low on Hosodaisms. Like in terms of like his literal like. There's no spheres. There's no big spheres that it goes into.
This is the first movie with zero.
Like, well, I guess Wolf Children, was there any spheres in that?
Actually, Wolf Children, I think, was the actual only movie where it was, like, actively the opposite. Yeah. Where there was no spheres, no girders, and none of the shots held too long. Mm-hmm. Except for, like, the curtain, but that was really funny.
Yeah, that's true.
And then this one, the shots, I think there was, like, 2 or 3 that kind of felt like he just leaves it on there for, like, 13 seconds randomly, but... When you get to Belle, it's like every single shot lasts 10 minutes. Yep, it's like the darkness that is so core to this, his human darkness consumed him when he made Belle. Oh, okay, wait, how long do we have to fucking... I think that's probably good. Yeah, it's still going.
Okay, well, tune in next time. You recording?
Yep.
Okay. Mirai was pretty good, actually.
Yeah, it was actually, way better than the last one, which I didn't think was going to happen. I thought we hit the downward spiral that was just permanent. Yeah, no, Mirai was actually really sweet. I was telling Max, it reminded me, it's like Wolf Children, but without as good overarching shit. God damn it, it's under the fucking... I gotta find the torrent for Belle. It's somewhere in here. But I like the music. But it did have the Mamoru Hosoda sphere. It did. It's like when it came out of fucking nowhere. Oh my god. I do wish the movie just hard cut to black with "I am a good dog," though. That would have been. And I'm a good dog. That voice actor deserves like fucking 5 raises for that. Oh yeah, the dog was the best character. Is it Suzu no Belle or something? Wait, Belle, 2021. But yeah, like where the fuck does Belle come from? That makes it even more frustrating. Where the fuck did that come from then? The Belle. The Belle. Ryu to Tsubaki Jugaki. Yeah, that's how it is. Yeah. Man, I thought I had more to say about Mirai. It was just really fun and sweet. I can see that being like a comforting movie for people, similar to the Wolf Children. Ryu. No. R-Y. There it is. Yeah, Ryu Tsubaki. We watched all these on the PS Triple. The Belle Watch. And we finished the whole Hosoda-thon, watched every fucking big feature he directed. We didn't watch any of his TV stuff, but yeah. Yep, every big feature. The biggest features, the 3 shorts. Listen, I meant like standalone fucking things. Yep. Belle fucking sucks, bro. Like that just did not redeem it at all. I just want to bring up real quick that you might have noticed that the talk at the end of Wolf Children cut off randomly. It's because the camera ran out of space. And before we had realized... I'm sorry, there's like a little guy coming along in a little music car. But anyway, before we ran out of space, it's like a pedophile ice cream truck. He's not a pedophile. Anyway, before we ran out of space, we made a joke that was, if we say that we like Belle, there was a gas leak at Anime-thon. Something happened. Yeah. Can confirm there was no gas leak at Anime-thon. Yeah. his movies are just good, except for like 2 of them.
Yeah, like I think Boy and the Beast
Is
is
the
inconsistent,
second
kind of
worst.
stupid, but it's not like awful.
No.
It's just kind of mid. You know, you just tell like all the pieces didn't fall in line.
Belle is his one awful movie.
Belle is like a fucking like convergence of bad energy. It's just like the fucking vibe gods accidentally created the Antichrist or something, and people just seem to like it. It's fucking crazy. Like I was just thinking about how the parenthood is such an obvious theme in his films. Like, I mean, kind of starting with Summer Wars, and then especially with Wolf Children and Mirai.
Yeah.
Those are films just about being a parent. Then for this film to suddenly veer into being about child abuse and then do it so fucking tone deaf is insane. How did bro get away with that? What the fuck?
And the child abuse is bad in Belle. Like, I don't mean like child abuse is bad. I mean the child abuse is done bad in Belle, man.
Yeah.
It is. The children are being abused, so she sings about it for 15 minutes to try to find where they're at, but then it turns out she didn't need to do that because it just led to them being abused more.
Yep.
And then they used previous knowledge they had to find them.
That they had totally before she started singing.
Yep.
And the thing is, the sequence where she's singing is just totally treated as like her character moment. And it's like, fine, if you want to have that character moment in a vacuum, fine. But to put it right after the super serious child abuse scene is madness. It's madness. Why would you do that?
And then as soon as she's done rescuing, I use the word lightly, the children, she just leaves and you never see them again.
And there's no
and
follow-up.
She doesn't like call the cops. She doesn't do anything. She just looks at the dad until he runs away and then just turns around
And leaves.
Those children are going to
yeah.
go back to the dad.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. And then he's just like, well, you taught me to keep fighting. And it's like, what do you mean? What you've been doing that? That's how you got the bruises. It's not working. You don't just stay in the abusive house and keep fighting your abusive dad. That's not a good idea.
Yep. Anyway, that's part 1 of the Belle review.
Yeah, we're at Safeway Gas Bar now. Okay, so we were just talking about which Mamoru Hosoda films had the biggest impact on us, and Max was just saying it was Girl Up Through Time and Wolf Children for him.
Yep.
And I would actually say similar, because Girl Who Leapt Through Time was the one where it was the turning point. I realized, oh, wait a minute, this might actually this might be good for the most part, and then it very much was. I just remember because the first half of Girl Up Through Time is kind of obnoxious, and then just slowly I'm like, wait a minute, but like it knows it's obnoxious, and it's actually critiquing the obnoxiousness of the main character and stuff, and then by the end it's just like a really sweet, like positive movie, and I was like, oh shit, how did he do that? How did he go from that to fucking the end of Belle?
Because what you were saying, because before The Girl Who Leapt Through Time, he'd only done shit with other properties.
Yeah, like
he'd done
Digimon
Digimon and One Piece movies,
And Louis
that's
Vuitton.
it. And Louis Vuitton. And then post The Girl Who Leapt Through Time, we kept going, this is going to be the turning point where it sucks.
Every time, I'm trying to pinpoint, in basically every video we say, this is the one. And then it's never okay, Boy and the Beast was close to being the one, but that's just because the shit didn't click.
Sure, but then immediately following Boy and the Beast, you had Mirai, which was like one of his best ones.
Yeah, 100%. That's a really sweet movie. I don't think Mirai coheres as much as Wolf Children. It's like you said, it's very much just like an almost short anthology thing.
Yeah, Mirai is like an anthology about childhood, and that's it.
But that's fine. And again, he gets childhood and fucking parental relationships and stuff. So it's fucking Belle is so baffling. Like,
and we also thought that it might have been because he had a co-writer on all the things before Boy and the Beast, and we saw Boy and the Beast, and we're like, oh,
yeah, but
this is it. This is gonna suck. And Mirai's only him, and it's still really good.
Yeah, it's still really good. And it's like, what the? So this is now we need to figure out what the fuck happened. What
kind of drugs was Mamoru Hosoda on when he was making Belle?
And it's of course, Belle is his highest grossing film, his most acclaimed film. How does this happen? How do people see both fucking okay, fine, Wolf Children was like a decade before Belle, fine. Like people maybe it's different, he wasn't an established name yet. Mirai's 3 years before Belle and it got nominated for an Academy Award. How was that not the one that people think that's the benchmark? I don't know, I guess it's not as marketable, but ugh.
I think Wolf Children is overall the best movie in terms of just structure.
Yeah.
Wolf Children is actually a pleasant watch.
Yes, it's pleasant, it's cohesive, it has these really locked in like characters that all have these like really satisfying, unique arcs, and everything about it just resonates. And I keep thinking about that scene where they're running through the snow, and it's just this joyous, beautiful scene that just breathes, and like it's just really good filmmaking. That's like pure good filmmaking right there.
And it's crazy because like, oh fuck, I forget what I was gonna say. Shit. But essentially, like, there's no conflict in that movie.
Yeah, like the conflict is all like these kind of internal, small, realistic ass things, which is like the best kind of conflict.
I guess the one conflict is like learning to let a child, again, parent shit.
Yeah.
Learning to let your child go at the ripe old age of 10.
Yeah. And that's always kind of interesting to compare Wolf Children and Mirai, because Wolf Children is obviously like from the perspective of the parents, and like sure, like the children go through their own arcs, but it's more so about the parent helping the children to navigate those their own little like self-realizations of if they want to be children or wolf. But then Mirai is like I was wondering if it was going to do the same thing, but it almost flips. It's about the children's perspective on the parents, and the children learning to deal with like, you know, the mom's kind of fucking, you know,
and
anger.
the dog as well.
And the dog, even the dog goes
The dog was the best part of that movie.
The dog's so based. Oh, and I'm a good dog.
Like, he could do side characters surprisingly well, which if you just saw Belle, you would not think that was the case.
Okay, we gotta fucking break down the train station scene of Belle, because holy shit, bro. Like, it's the worst. And like, he has shades of that in other movies where he drags out things too long, but man, he fucking does it to the nines there. It's like, it's like suffocating, that scene.
Yeah, the train scene in Belle's like 5 minutes long, and it needs to be maybe 1.
Yeah, no, at like most, like, oh my god. And like, on this rewatch, like, there's that scene where she is with the popular girl, and like you were saying, like, oh, she's the best character.
No. But I mean, yeah.
No, I agree with that. Like, I was just trying to remember the scene, and yeah, it's really sweet, and like she's like a fine character, but like then they just butcher her with those god awful jokes and like the bit, and then like
but they also butcher her at the end, because she just like she realized cause she's the reason they know where the children are ultimately. And she says nothing, and she lets her have this 20-minute song.
Well, that's true, and then also the fucking just the two of the old people from the choir going with Suzu to the train station and then not going with her. It's like, why? Like, I was really talking with Max, if the movie ended with the group of people that are in the classroom when she sings going to save the children together, and the children actually receiving legitimate help, I don't think Belle would be a half-star movie for me. Like, it would be like,
it wouldn't be good.
No. So much of the movie is just fucking insufferable to me, but I would be like, fine, whatever. I can see how people like the movie. But that ending, it's like he goes full dipshit. At the end of fucking Belle. It's the most baffling last 20 minutes to a movie, maybe ever. Like, legitimately ever.
Yeah, because it made you get up and walk around your room.
I mean, I did that a few times.
But
at the train station scene, but yeah, the ending especially.
Like, the ending is just, I'm laughing the whole time because I can't believe what we're watching, and I've already seen the movie twice. Like, this is my third watch of the movie now, I think, third or second. Either way.
Well, because I mean, technically, you went shot for shot through it for your AMV, so like that's a big engagement.
Yeah,
with it, but
Ooh. There's just something went wrong.
Yes. And like, I mean, okay, but to talk not just about the ending, there are other things in me that piss me off. Like, the part about having all the fake beasts be these like caricatures that Hosoda is clearly just like getting mad at. Like the old woman who is like literally portrayed as an actual fucking baby, and it's just like, oh, fuck you fucking fake piece of shit. And then the artist who, like, there's that crazy scene where Suzu's friend is like, you see, everyone has their secrets, but then all his secrets turn out to be bullshit, and he's just a fucking like total con artist. And it's like he's not this reductive to the bad people in any of his other movies.
Yeah, like every single, like, I'm trying to think of any of the other bad people there, because Boy and the Beast, I guess, is like the only thing where he was reductive.
Well, yeah, and that's why I think that's the closest to Belle, is because it's like at the end of Boy and the Beast, when it turns into like the emo kid, it's just like this, like just evil fucking, just purely evil guy. And it's just really fucking not interesting. It's the worst part of that movie. That's what ruined that movie for me. For the most part.
If like, I think I was saying during the watch of the movie, if the movie had just ended during the fucking showdown between the two beasts, it would have been like it would have probably been like a 3.5 or a 4-star for me.
100%. Yeah,
it was enjoyable.
Yeah, because it's a pleasant, it's simple, and that's the thing. I think that movie's almost like too simple, because where the strength of his other movies is like Wolf Children is so specific with how it gets with parents and farming and all that stuff, that's why that movie's so great. And then Summer Wars is just really creative with the family dynamics and all like the shit it does.
I think the only movies that don't have family dynamics in it, like as like a focal point.
Yeah.
Well, I guess Girl Who Left the Time really doesn't. It's just her and her aunt.
Yeah.
Which isn't really a family dynamic.
Yeah, that's true.
But so I think like his first 4 movies, like the Girl Who Left the Time, the 2 Digimon movies, and the One Piece movie are the only ones that aren't like family focused.
Well, and if you think about the One Piece movie, I mean that movie, it's very simplistic,
sure enough,
but it's about the friend group almost as if a family unit type thing, you know?
Yeah.
And like that's the big part.
So even then, it's like 3 of his 8 movies or whatever the fuck he's done.
Yeah, like no relation. No. But then again, you think about Digimon Adventure, sibling bonds, and that's like what's the guiding thing through, even though it's only 20 minutes.
Yeah. I guess I guess we shouldn't count that because it's really a short.
Yeah. But like it feels substantial enough. Like it's not like fucking Louis Vuitton ad where it's like, okay, I can't fucking judge this.
The 2 worst things he made were a Louis Vuitton ad and Belle.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, like all the other things are like passable to fine. I think because the Louis Vuitton ad is just like just kind of an obnoxious waste of fucking whatever. Like I just And I guess I don't even hate it that much. It's kind of like what the like.
It's an ad.
Yeah,
it's an ad.
And it's not even a good ad. It's not like Live Love Drive where it's like a fucking based ad. It's like it's a mid ad.
It has nothing to do with Louis Vuitton, and that's like a weird critique.
Yeah, but
like just standing outside of a Louis Vuitton store.
Yeah, well, it just feels weird. It's like he just wants to show off these Takeshi Murakami things, and I'm like fine with Takeshi Murakami, but like I don't feel like he was used in some really striking way. He just does the sphere thing in that. Which, by the way, the number of spheres in Belle is crazy. He really fucking doubles down on the Hosoda sphere in that one.
Yep. Introduced the Digimon 2.
Yep, our war game.
Our war game.
He has never left our war game.
I think in terms of just like, because obviously enough in terms of like storytelling and shit, Boy and the Beast is the most similar to Belle, but I think in terms of like, I almost want to say like plot and shit, I think Digimon might be the closest. But then again, because it just Digimon kind of feels like this self-serious thing as well. But again, but it works because it doesn't bring in these heightened emotional stakes that we're supposed to take seriously, and then it does nothing with, you know? Because that's the thing, what I keep gravitating back to on our war game is the fucking, the parts where she's at the birthday party, his sister, and they do those jokes, and like, there's something sharp about the humor in our war game that carries through a lot of the stuff that is like just dulled to shit in Belle. Like all the comedic timing or anything kind of cute or clever in Belle is just super saturated to just be grotesque as fuck. Like, oh. It's also like with our war game shot, like with the birthday party, that's just in summertime.
Yeah, that is Summer Wars, which is funny. Like, it's a cute callback. I'm fine with that.
Yeah. And every Mamoru Hosoda movie, I think every single one, except for Belle, actually, somebody makes what I'm going to now dub the Mamoru Hosoda face, where they look at the camera and have like this look of disgust. We're like,
yeah, I feel like that happens early on in Belle. I feel like
maybe, but early on in Belle, it's all about her mother dying, and if someone did that, it would be fucking weird.
No, I thought it was when she was first at the school or something like that. I don't know. I just remember having a moment like that, but you might be right. Because I remember that happens to Boy and the Beast a lot. Like that face.
Boy and the Beast is the movie of the Hosoda fit. There's no spheres.
Yeah, there's no spheres.
But the Mamoru Hosoda face happens like once every 10 minutes.
Yeah. Honestly, I was thinking about it. Hosoda's like a perfect director to do this type of marathon with. And that was kind of why I wanted to do this, because we had already recognized just from our war game and Belle and
that was
I guess that was it. Like that was the big two. That there was a lot of shit that carries through, and so it's fun to point out all those things.
Oh, and the One Piece movie for me, then you had seen Girl Who Left Through Time and said it was Belle-esque because you hadn't seen it in so long.
Yes, exactly. Well, I mean, again, the first half has that vibe, but it doesn't. It goes in different directions. And it's always interesting with Girl Who Left Through Time. I guess the protagonist is a bit different. So I'm thinking as like, well, could that just be Belle but good in terms of like, you know, insecure female protagonist goes through this crazy adventure and then comes out and gains self-confidence and stuff. But it's a little different because the girl at the time isn't as traumatized as Susan Belle and stuff.
There is no Belle but good, because I thought when we were first watching it that Summertime Wars was that.
Yeah.
And Summertime Wars is, in, I guess, like the most minimal sense, Belle but good.
Well, yeah, because it's just the Oz and you crossover.
The Oz and you, but then also, Belle, like when I say, it's because it's the opposite of Belle.
Yeah.
Where Belle is like, look at Suzu, the main character. Yeah. She's important, no one else is important. We're gonna ignore the child abuse. Yeah. Look at Suzu.
Yeah.
Suzu.
Yeah.
And Summertime Wars is all about this like community, this one family.
Yeah.
And they're all equally, well, maybe not equally, but they're all important in the film.
Yeah.
Even the like dipshit, dumbass cousin.
Yeah.
Who like fucks everything up becomes like a fucking conduit hero character by the end.
Yeah. No, and that's so cool. I was saying, like, that's what is so great about his other movies. There's no de facto villain, really. Like, except for, again, near the end of Boy and the Beast. Girl Up Through Time, there's no fucking real villain. In fact, the main character is the closest to a villain, which is, like, because of her complex and stuff and these things she's learning because she's a fucking teenager. Wolf Children, there's just no fucking villain.
Like the One Piece movie has a villain, but again, that's you have to have that with that, and it's only right at the end.
Yeah, and also he's not this fucking irredeemable guy. He is someone who, like, you know, they take a lot of effort to explain this backstory of his mates being dead and him being like sad about friendship and stuff, and so it's a more sympathetic thing. Whereas in Belle, it's not just the abusive dad, which, I mean, fine, you can characterize an abusive dad, sure, but I mean, he is someone with absolutely no redeeming qualities. But then you do that with all the other, like, the fake beasts and stuff like that, and all these other people, like even Justin, who, like, you know, at the end, it's like, oh, fucking take out all the sponsorships, fuck that guy, he's out, you know, and it's like, well, what the fuck, like, he was just...
I think Justin was the worst character in Belle, other than maybe Belle. Like Justin was painted in such like an irredeemable light, where he just was evil for the sake of being evil, but also was like, I'm not evil, I'm good. But like he couldn't have thought that because he was laughing about like ruining people's lives legitimately.
Yeah, no, and that's the thing, and that's why it's so crazy. All those movies feel like consciously doing the opposite. So
what happened?
That's the thing. We need to find out what the fuck happened to Mamoru Hosoda between 2019 and 2021. Did he get COVID and it scrambled his fucking brain? Like, that's all I can think of.
Did he like fucking have sex with RFK and get the worm brain? Or did like, I don't know, did like a fucking business tycoon murder his entire family?
I don't know, man. It's just crazy. Like, it's just Belle is such a fucking baffling experience.
If you take away one fucking thing from this entire like rant or video, just Belle. If you watched Belle and you liked Belle, whatever, good job. You enjoyed Belle. Watch his other movies.
Yeah,
they are fucking. Watch Wolf Children, man. I think Wolf Children has the most universal appeal out of any of them.
100%. Like, that to me feels like a classic. Like that will go down as like a classic movie. I hope. Because I was even looking at my friends on Letterboxd who are like artsier film guys, and they fucking like they wrote some really beautiful reviews for it, and like, you know, it's just so fucking good. Like, it's just like magic. It's just magic that happened, and like. I almost feel like Mirai was almost an attempt to kind of recapture that, but I feel like it was a smart attempt, like to switch the perspective to a child's perspective, to see him navigating all his family history through an authentically childish way. That's cool. Like, that works. Like, that works really well. It's not, he doesn't totally stick the landing, but I really liked it.
I guess the best way to put Mirai would be if all of his movies were as good as Mirai, he would still be a really good director.
Yeah. No, that's the thing. Like, you cut out Belle. Hosoda is in my upper echelon of anime directors. You include Belle, he's like, I don't know. I don't even know. I've never had a director have a 5-star and a half-star movie. And this is the first fucking guy. Like, I can't believe it. I've had directors have 5 stars and 1-star movies, but never because like you know, for example, Stanley Kubrick. I fucking hate 2001. But yeah, I love fucking The Killing and The Shining and stuff like that. So like, that's 5-star, 1-star. But for Hosoda to be like films that are diametrically opposed, like, so exactly, because like with Kubrick, it's just like different subject areas and different things. This one is like, you did something right and then did it perfectly wrong. whoa.
That's impressive.
It is it's almost impressive. That's why I'm like, that's why Belle is like this fucking anomaly that just happened and was unleashed on theaters for somehow.
And everybody loved it.
And everyone loved it. I don't get it.
And I'm gonna say, Belle, very funny. I
It
like.
is so funny.
It is so.
It went by quick for a movie I fucking despise. I'm watching it and I'm just like, what the fuck? I mean, the last 20 minutes go really slow because it just starts to like when she starts singing, that's like the longest scene in any movie.
Yeah. I think the actual slowest feeling movie of his was Boy and the Beast. Where I'm just like, and that's because, like Belle, the last like half an hour is insufferable.
Yeah, because again, it's them, like it's like the main character arcs are done with, so it's just them trying to beat this like irredeemable, simplistic villain, and I'm like, well, the nuance is gone. Like the stuff I liked most about Boy and the Beast was like him going to college and like him rekindling his relationship, and it just felt like this weird kind of specific thing, and it was this kind of inspiring story of this like boy who came from nothing and stuff, and it's like, you know, it's simple, but it's like, it's a sweet little movie.
And I actually really liked it for different reasons. I didn't enjoy like the fucking college aspect of it as much. I was like, this doesn't feel like the thing you should be doing. But like, whatever, you do you. For me, it was like I really enjoyed the found family aspect, where it's just like Buddy was homeless and wandered into the Beast Land, and then ended up like finding this other irredeemable guy that no one thought could fucking accomplish anything, and then they both kind of got better throughout it, even if it was like one note. It was a decent note.
No, and like the Beast is such an endearing design and stuff, and like he's just, I just fucking like the Beast. Like even if he's really simple in Boy and the Beast, he's fucking, you gotta root for him. But what I was gonna say was about the college guy. I think what resonated with that for me, and that reminded me of my favorite stuff about Wolf Children, is that he kind of captures this sort of excitement about learning things about the world and stuff, where like, you know, the boy just like gets so into training, and like the stuff where he's like copying him and stuff, it just shows this kind of
that's a really cool scene.
It's just cool, and like it feels like so many movies have training montages where the character, you know, just like gets better over the course of a montage, like them like swinging a stick around and stuff. But this movie, it's like, oh, he did a tangible, specific thing, and then continued to work on that. It's like, oh, that's cool. And then I felt like with the college thing, it was like almost an extension of that. Like now he just wants to be this full person. I was like, well, that's cool, and that reminds me of in Wolf Children, like her learning to farm and stuff. Like
and to bring it back to Belle, one more time, the two movies we just mentioned, Wolf Children, where she learns to farm, and Boy and the Beast, where he learns to fight. Those both feel really good, and like they're paid off, and like they've earned these skills. And then in Belle, like you watch her sing one time.
She gets one montage of her.
Well, it's not even like, I just mean like in the real world, you see her sing once. And it pukes immediately. And then you tell me, oh, actually, she has this wonderful, beautiful singing voice that she can just fucking apparate in front of millions of people, even if she is disguised, sure, but like it just feels unearned, like because immediately upon singing for the first time, she hits like 10 million followers, and it's like, oh.
And that progression, and that's another thing. Like he's always so focused on step-by-step progression in all of his movies, and then in this one, it's just like bam, she has like 6 trillion followers, and it's like I wish there would have been something with that. Like I don't know, like that just feels weird, and like especially the way they do it, where like it's just all these so. You fucking work on a movie for years, these huge teams of people. How are there these like ridiculous oversights, like her checking her followers like the day after when she wakes up after she appeared the first time, having 0 followers, and then slowly trickling them in at that point. It's like, it's just, anyone would see that and be like, oh, well, maybe that shouldn't happen right there. Maybe that should happen right after she gets off or something.
Or like like she goes to bed, she has 0, she wakes up, she has like 10 million or whatever.
Or she wakes up and she has like 10, and she's like, well, you know, it's not a lot or whatever, you know? Like, I don't, it doesn't even feel necessary, you know? Like, and the thing is that there's this whole sequence after where she's just happier, you know? It goes through her day again, but she's happier because she learned to sing again. Why introduce that feeling by being like, oh, I don't have that many followers? It's like, that kind of makes her feel more vain, which isn't what we want to think about her at that point, I'm pretty sure.
And I also kind of just have a problem with, I don't know if the little spirit is supposed to be the brother or not. I'm just going to say I think it is.
Yeah, no, it definitely is. Like the little white
It bothers me that was her first follower. It really does. That's
is that what that was?
That's the first thing that follows her. When you see the number go from 0 to 1 right before she leaves the school, it's the little fucking little fucking angel guy that fucking just...
Like, I mean...
Because immediately upon her spawning into the world,
yeah,
he is there.
Oh, yeah. I guess, okay, you could be romantic about and be like, oh, it was fate, he was there since day one and stuff. But that is, it's a little cheesy. It's a little cheesy. God damn it, fucking Belle. Okay, and also, why doesn't she name herself Belle with an E? Like, it's so...
It's a joke in the movie. You have two options. Name the movie Belle without an E,
yeah,
or name the character Belle with an E.
It's just like, whatever. Like, if I liked the movie, I probably wouldn't even bring that up.
Yeah.
But it is just another one of those little things, just like, and like the way they introduced the body tracking with her falling down and then like having the dot on her head, it's just like...
By the way, we haven't even mentioned the Gremlins.
Yeah, the Gremlins are a big thing. Like, it's just about how you look at the crowd, you bring the person that's just hands, and it's like, if you do it like Oz, where the fucking characters are designed by the people, it's like, okay, some people just want to be goofy, they just be doing goofy. But when you establish the thing that it scans your fucking biometrics and your photos and stuff and makes the real you, and then turning half the fucking characters...
Not half, all of them except for Belle and Justin and the Beast.
Well, but like, I mean, if you... I was paying more attention to that this time. If you look at the people, there are people who are like, okay, I can see that being like a notable character. Like, there are people that are more fully formed and stuff, but so many of them are like fucking French fries and babies and goblins and weeblins.
It's literally a joke in the movie that there's a baby. That there's a baby woman.
Yes, that the woman is just a baby. It's like... And it's just a really reductive way of viewing the world. It's like everyone but our main character is this fucking gross smile. Like, it's fucking gross. Oh.
Anyway, any final thoughts?
I'm glad we did this. I actually had a lot of fun. It was just enjoyable to see this whole progression, point out all these common themes. Mamoru Hosoda is an auteur. Like, genuinely, he has really cool ideas. I did a similar thing with Don Hertzfeld a while ago, and I had a similar experience where, at first, I saw some of his stuff and thought, this guy doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. He's just pulling shit out of his ass. And then when I see the full picture, I'm like, oh, he has themes he likes to explore and like through lines, and that's cool. That's the sign of someone who actually gives a shit about art and the subjects they're tackling. Mamoru Hosoda absolutely has that. He just didn't stick it in the last fucking movie. That's all I can say.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say, like, I went into this fully expecting there to be like 5 Belle-like movies.
Yes.
I thought I liked the Digimon movies because I liked Digimon as a kid. Whatever. I liked the One Piece movie enough. I like One Piece. I thought the rest of the movies, I thought Girl Who Leapt Through Time, through Belle, were all going to be this horrible, like, overshot, you look at one still image for way too fucking long, piece of shit.
Yeah.
And legitimately none of them were. So I didn't expect the Mamoru Hosoda redemption arc.
Yes.
That's what we ended up getting. So.
Yes, 100%. And more power to the man. I will go to his next movie. I really hope that he'll fucking leave. That's the thing, but he was fucking rewarded for it, so I don't know. I'm scared. I'm scared that this is going to be the direction now.
Does the world fucking reward bad behavior? Yes.
Yeah, no. Oh, God, it's so rough. I'm trying to think, because I used to... It's the same thing I feel with Bo Burnham, where he did so much shit, and again, like, I was following all this stuff, and I started to realize there was all these through lines and like anxiety and stuff that he was putting out. And I think 8th Grade's a fucking masterpiece. I think What's really good. I think Make Happy has great moments, and then he fucking does Inside, and he just twists so many of those things and does wrong what I thought was so he was so conscious about before.
And with the Bo Burnham one as well, you can kind of see it as like maybe more of a, again, because it's more of like an insightful thing into himself. Yeah. Like, maybe that's more of just that. Maybe it's the same for Mamoru Hosoda. Maybe he just started to grow in the wrong direction. Where, again, we won't know until another thing comes out. Yeah. Same with Mamoru Hosoda. If he makes another movie and it's Belle.
Yeah.
But again, well, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's true. So yeah, I mean, we don't know. And yeah, the thing like with Inside, there's a lot of things like with Bo Burnham, you could point out that it's like, oh, it's because he's talking about himself, he's self-conscious and all that stuff. But with Belle, I don't know, because with Belle, it's very, again, we're pointing out all these things that are very similar to the previous films, but now like perverted and made fucking wrong
awful
to me. Yeah, and so I
Because it has all the same through lines, but they're all done bad.
Yes, like we said, like the parental through line is like a huge part of Belle, but he does it wrong, and it's like, why? Like it's and then internet, all that stuff. Like a lot of things people said about Belle was that it's like a commentary on the internet and stuff, and I actually on this watch, I think some of the internet commentary is all right, like in how it depicts how people respond to things online. Like there's the skeptics, the people who jump to conclusions and stuff, and it's like, yeah, that's fairly accurate. I feel like it's a kind of lowest common denominator fucking critique, but it's generally accurate, and it shows even like the kind of at the end where they triangulate the location with the buildings using like this data analysis stuff. It reminds me of like the "He will not divide us" thing and stuff like that. And it's like that's things people do on the internet now, but like
when they were, I agree with that. Like I said, that one's not as goofy. If that was the only usage of that in the movie, I wouldn't have such a big bad.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be so mad.
Yeah.
However, about like 5 scenes before that, in these, not even 5 scenes, 5 shots.
Yeah.
It was in the same scene that they zoom into a child singing Belle's song that they somehow hear through like millions of video feeds.
Oh yeah.
And zoom into his fucking eyeball to get the reflection of Belle.
Did you know that's called a Purkinje reflection? That's a sign that I know that from my work. The reflection in your eye is called a Purkinje reflection.
Oh, okay.
Fun fact.
Fun fact. Thanks, young Sheldon.
I am a surgeon.
I am a surgeon. I am a pink surgeon.
It's fucking true. I feel bad you said like 8 last words and then we just went on a whole new fucking
because we just thought about it a little bit more. But yeah, just want to say, making it, I mean we already said it, the fucking making it the fucking scan your biometric bullshit, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Whatever. I can't even be mad. Belle, I like Belle more now because it's more intriguing as to how it happens.
Yes.
Like it doesn't make any fucking sense in the grand scheme of things. Because I like his other shit so much.
Yes, and no, and that, what, and I guess, I guess in terms of, because I want to do this marathon to help understand Belle, like to understand what happened. And I thought we would see the through line. I thought we'd see the seeds of Belle being sown in Girl Left Time, Wolf Children, all that stuff, and then we would see it come to full fruition in Belle. Instead, it's the opposite. We saw the seeds being sown for something beautiful and cool, and then, not at all.
Like if. I will say the one movie that really ruins it completely, like the seeds being sown, is Mirai. Because like if you made Boy and the Beast, and then the next movie was just Boy and the Beast again, but slightly worse, you would have Belle, sure.
100%.
But then Mirai comes out, and he's the only person who worked on Mirai. Like, wrote it.
Yeah.
Like he had a writer for fucking Girl Who Left Time and a co-writer or whatever, and then
for his first 3 movies.
And then not for Boy and the Beast, and we're like, was the other person saving him? Mirai came up and went, not really, no.
Yeah, because he does so much right with that. Maybe he was still, because it is similar ground to Wolf Children, he kind of could use that as a starting point.
But even with Belle, it's similar ground to something else, and he just ruins it.
Yeah. It's so funny because all of our other like reviews post movies were also upbeat, and we have to end the video on the
with the 31-minute Belle rant that was prefaced by a 5 or 6 minute Belle rant.
Yeah.
That was prefaced by a 12-minute, or not even 12-minute, like a 10-minute fucking Mirai rant, which was prefaced by Boy and the Beast, which was a little shaky. Which before that, we had another 12-minute video that was actually like 15 minutes, but it got cut off because we couldn't stop talking about how good Wolf Children was.
Yeah. God. I fucking love Wolf Children, man. I'm gonna mark this day in the history books because I've decided I'm gonna make a Wolf Children AMV and it's gonna be fucking awesome, and I'm committing to that now.
I don't know what movie I'm going to use. My money is on Girl Who Leapt Through Time right now, though, or Summer Wars. Those are the two that are in the lead where I'm like, I want to make something with those.
Yeah.
Because they both have like Girl Who Leapt Through Time, I was going to say, has a really unique shot. The really unique shot in Girl Who Leapt Through Time may have already been used.
Oh, god damn it.
So Summer Wars, probably, because there's like a couple of really cool shots in that, and I've literally never seen Summer Wars used in anything.
I saw it used once. And I remember, I don't remember if it was a various anime AMV or just a Summer Wars AMV, but I do remember seeing it used before.
Anyway, this is going to be ended now because you're going to have to upload this to Dropbox because it's 33 minutes long.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
And, also, we didn't mention it, but we're on the way to the airport.
Oh, yeah.
The Mamoru Hosoda thing was the literal last thing we did.
Yeah, in Alberta. Yeah, it took a whole 2 days.
Yep.
And it was worth it. 100% worth it. Some guys getting arrested right there.
Hell yeah, brother.